那刚12个，给你按4块。
50吧。
哦，
你乐活。
只能拿走吧，我全是帮别人提货的。
This video is for seasoned travelers. If you already visited the famous spots like Great Walls and Forbidden City, but are still curious about the Asian and modern country, and eager to learn about the life in Beijing, then come along with me. China has a history of 5,000 years. For more than 800 years, its capital has been Beijing. As the center of the country, it has a profound cultural heritage.
Ancient officials and nobles influenced the athletics taste of the whole society. Life had to have cultural elements. Otherwise, people would be looked down upon. If someone was considered uncultured, they'd gradually lost their friends. This tradition has carried on to the present day. As a result, some ordinary people share a common hobby, cultural relax and curious. They even make friends through this.
In Beijing, if you want to make friends quickly, join a circle related to your hobbies. It's a great way to fit in.
Some of the antiques treated here are real, while some are fakes. There's an old Chinese saying, among all the occupations, the antique business takes the top spot. This implies that telling whether an antique is real or fake demands in-depth knowledge. Even though there is a risk of buying fake antiques, it doesn't dampen anyone's enthusiasm for it at all. On the contrary, lots of people come to give it a shot. In Chinese, this kind of purchasing behavior is called 捡漏, which means getting a real antique at a lower price and then selling it to make a good profit.
These days, rather than 捡漏, young people prefer this process of browsing around and haggling. When they come across products they like or can actually figure out the dynasty of a certain item by applying their historical knowledge. This whole experience is filled with a sense of accomplishment. Panjiayuan is not only a market for selling products, but also a holy place for collectors of antiques and curious to communicate. Auctions of calligraphy are frequently held here. At the same time, artists paint on the spot. Many people, even if they don't plan to buy any products, will still come here to communicate with like-minded people. You know, chatting with each other about things you like can bring a sense of happiness. This is a bit like a low-intensity speech, and you can get a dopamine boost from the affirmation of others. This is also one of the cultural lifestyles of some Beijingren.
In ancient times, royal families and nobles adored the gold and fashioned it into various of type of jewelry to wear, which symbolized the wealth. However, in ancient China, people prefer to carry jade and folding fans, which represented the taste and the refinement.
This tradition has been passed down through generations to the present day, giving rise to numerous inexpensive yet delicate handicrafts. People wear these handicrafts believing they will bring good luck to themselves. In Chinese culture, this is seen as a symbol of good fortune and happiness. With the progress of social civilization, some vendors have chosen to trust strangers. They write down the prices. If you want to buy, you pay on your own and pick up the items. Meanwhile, the vendors have already gone to enjoy their lives.
There is a no salesperson too. This sale method has become a way of selling goods. Our time is finally over. Today is Friday. Let's go for a walk. I hope the traffic not be terrible. Beijing has a rich nightlife. Some people choose to enjoy food. Here you can taste the special cuisines from all over the world. Some people choose to continue reading. There are 24-hour free library here. So what about me? Today is Friday, and I will choose the Panjiayuan Night Market. The Panjiayuan Night Market opens every Wednesday and Friday, and it will be open until 11 p.m. Some temporary stores will open in the afternoon. If you come here in the summer, there will be very crowded. Let's go.
This place is different from the traditional fixed shops. It's where a plethora of trendy and fun items emerge. You'll also find handmade crafts and avant-garde fashion brands pumping up in a flash sale manner. Whether you come across them is really a matter of luck.
请问一下，这个是老的还是新的呀？这个叫爵是吗？这个爵，这个是什么年代的呀？说是汉啊。大哥，汉啊！像这个，如果要是真是汉，这个多少钱？2000。
In this industry, antiques are not described with terms like real or fake, which aligns with the reserved nature of Eastern people. Real is referred to as old, while fake is called new. To be honest, I don't really understand it either, so I just look and don't dare to buy.
你看它上面还有一些文字，是汉代的文字，我觉得是。像这样的。
When a product has cultural attitudes, its price will soar significantly, and those who understand the implications are also willing to pay for it. For example, a stone, once engraved with Chinese characters, will transform into a valuable seal. And this is also one of the symbols for calligraphy and printing lovers. Interestingly, in the BC era, the East and the West almost simultaneously invented seals. As time passed, in ancient China, people were accustomed to engraving characters on seals, from which movable type printing evolved. Seals began to be popularized among the public, and knowledge was spread on a larger scale. In ancient Europe, people liked to engrave patterns on seals, from which signet rings evolved. Seals began to be placed on a pedestal and became symbols of power and wealth.
半天就会了啊！不可能。The two-dimensional world has become the latest trend. More and more young people change their focus from fashion, clothes, shoes to this domain.
In the past, the United States and Japan had a lot of IP images deeply rooted in people's hearts. Now, as China's culture influence is gradually strengthening globally, a great number of Chinese IPs have emerged, which make many Chinese young people become more and more proud of their own culture.
I'm also doing the trendy toy design myself. In this afternoon, maybe I will set up a store at this night market. I hope you can come here and have a look then. 我好喜欢呀。潘家园 is not only the distribution center for antiques and culture relics, but also a culture convergence point.
Here you can see people from different regions and with different cultural backgrounds. They are either looking for their favorite collectibles or exchange their cultural insights. This place is not only a venue for commodity trading, but also a platform for cultural exchange.
For collectors, Panjiayuan is a paradise for treasure hunting. For travelers, it is a telescope to experience the culture charm. Here, you can witness history, touch culture, and to see the multitude of items that will unfold before your eyes.